Here's a very quick video. I want to show people why it's important to take the batteries out of something if you're not going to use it for a long time. I've told this to many of my friends and family over and over and over again, and I didn't know there was a battery in this. This is mine from years and years and years ago. I thought I took the battery out of it. It was laying over at a family member's house, and I totally forgot about it. So this one, I guess, is probably on me. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like. I was starting to fix this because this wire broke out of here, so I was going to fix that. So I wanted to take it apart just to make sure it had a battery or not, because it was left on the on position, and usually, you know, that'll wear the battery down because this has to be turned off, otherwise it just stays on for this particular type of meter. And this is what I found when I took the screw out of the back. And again, this is the reason why you should always remove batteries out of stuff when you're not going to use it for a long period of time. And I don't know how long this has been over there. I'm guessing a couple years. There's the battery right there. That's what it'll do. It actually grew, it looks like, and it just blew up. And now there's the acid stuff or whatever it is on the inside all over the place. And this meter might be able to get cleaned up and used again, but it probably did some serious damage to the other contact that's on this side here. I mean, you can see it's all covered with green stuff. I don't know how batteries are made. I mean, I don't know everything about how they're made, I should say. But I just wanted to show you that. So take your battery out if you're not going to use it. Try not to get this stuff all over the place. A lot of times when this happens, it destroys the contact on the other side, and the average person would pretty much just toss whatever it is in the garbage. But seeing that I'm not the average person, I'm going to clean this up and look at it and see if it can survive what happened. But my main point is, like I said, this is a short video. I just want to say, remember to take the batteries out of something if you're not going to use it for quite a while. So I decided I want to check this little meter out and go a little bit further with this meter and see if there was anything that went wrong with the battery being eating the inside of it up a little bit and stuff like that. And there is something wrong. So I have it set on DC volts 2.5 range right now, and I'm gonna measure this 1.5 volt battery, and well, we can watch what the meter does. Let me zoom this in a little bit. So see how it just shoots that needle right over to the other side. Even if we put it in the 50 range, it shoots it right over to that other side. And if we try this 9 volt battery in the 50 volt range, it shoots it right over to that other side real hard. So something's going on with that. I got a couple resistors here, so let's put this in resistor ohms mode. Try to short these out to zero it, but it's not doing anything. So it's not even working at all. Oh, there it goes. So there must be a short in there or something. So there's a little adjustment on the side over here. So we'll set that on 0, or we can get it close to it. It's a little flaky. Just moving this around, it goes wacky. So yeah, there's something wrong with the adjustment over here. There shouldn't be nothing wrong with the probes, because I just checked these out and I cut them off and soldered them onto the ends again, but so it's got to be something on the inside of this that's getting a little weird. Bad connection or something. Yeah, maybe on that one right there. It feels pretty loose in there. So it's reading something on there. So if we put it on a resistor, definitely not going to read anything. Oh, seems like it's touchy. So we got some problems with this one here because of that battery. So we'll see if we can fix that. Go through it a little bit and see if we can fix the problems with it. Now, I have another one just like it, except it's a different color. This one here, I just got done going through this whole thing because it was acting a little funny. Not as bad as this one though. And I ended up finding a 2 ohm resistor that was bad. You probably can't see that, it's blurry. But it's a 2 ohm resistor that I found bad, and I replaced it with just another 2 ohm, not a blue one, not because I don't use these, so I don't care if they're that perfect. So it's just a regular 1/4 watt 2 ohm resistor I put in there. But this one here, it now reads good after I did some work on it. I retouched up every solder joint on there. I checked every resistor, every diode, and I only found that one bad. And I cleaned the contacts underneath the switch, and I put a little bit of grease on the contact, and I sprayed the knob on the side with some cleaner. Before I sprayed this, it went from 0 to 5K. After I sprayed it and cleaned it out real good, it went from 0 to 25K. So that made a big difference. So we got it set on 1K right now. Set this to 0 or close to it. Measure this. It goes to 5,000 because it's a 5K ohm resistor. Both of them are. So if we go across both of them, we'll go 25. So it goes right to that. So now we can check the batteries. We have a 9 volt setting and a 1.5 volt setting, and it says battery on there. All we have to do is just connect this, and you'll see the needle goes over, because we're looking at the replace and the good section and the needle goes all the way into the good for the 9 volt. Oops, let me put it on 1.5 volts, and it goes into the good with the 1.5 volts. Now if we go to the 2.5 volts measuring to measure the 1.5, it goes over to 1. I think this battery actually measures 1.6 something, and that's about right there. So now if we go to the 50 to measure the 9 volt battery, and you can see that's right about on the 9 volts in the 50 ohm range, real close to 10. So this meter here works pretty good with all this stuff. So I'm satisfied with this one. So we got to try to get this one to work as good as this one here. So I'm going to do the same thing to this one as I did this one, and we'll see if we can get it going. Alright, I pretty much did everything that I did to the other one. This one here has a couple more stubborn spots on it though. Some of the solder joints didn't look like they were sticking to the resistor legs very well. Probably have to replace the resistors, but they all measured pretty good except for these two right here. And I'm not sure what they connect to. I haven't traced this out or anything yet, but it looks like they should be a 2 meg and a 4 meg, it looks like. But this is supposed to be the 4 meg. Well, that's like 7 meg. Wait a minute, maybe I got... Oh, I'm sorry, that's a purple. So yeah. Okay, and then the other one is a 2 meg. Alright. So I guess they're not too far off. Everything else, if I remember correctly, looked pretty good. So let's try it and see how close we can get to what the other one said. Get some of this stuff out of the way here. Get our batteries out here to check. Get our resistors if we can get that far. Put our battery in. I touched up the battery connection on this side just with a ball of solder on there because it was looking pretty bad. Alright, get some leads going here. Let's see if we can zero these out. The knob on this one's a lot harder. I'm thinking it's because it's the exact same as this one here, but the feel in the knob, this one is so much better than this one. And I don't think that it's wore out or anything. I think it's just the detents that they made in this one are just a little bit more tougher. So let's make sure we're getting a good connection here. Alright. Oh, the adjustment on the side here was it's pretty bad. It won't go smoothly from 0 to 2K ohms, so it just like jumps from one to the other. So if it has to be used in that area, it won't work right. But it looks like we're able to zero this out now. We're on 1K and we're able to zero this out now. Let me zoom in just a bit so you can maybe see what's going on here a little better. That's probably these dang lights that I got here. Okay, so I'm gonna test one of the 5K resistors, and let's see if it reads right. Look at that. That is pretty good. That's right on the 5. So that's 5K. So let's put both of these together. That should be 2500, right? Look at that. It's pretty close. It's real close. Can't complain too much. Yeah, I can probably adjust that down about right there, I guess. Yeah, it's real close. So far we're doing good. Our needle isn't going all the way over there. I wonder if we can just adjust this over here. Put that on 0. adjust that to put that on 0. Just a little bit more. Close enough. Let's see what this does though. Okay, so that throws that off a little. Let's just put that back on there. Let's do one of these again. Make sure we're still good. Yep, pretty dang close for an analog meter. Alright, so let's try the, well, let's check the 9-volt setting here. Got it on 9-volt bat check down here. So let's check this 9-volt here and see if it works out. Look at that, moves over there nice and slow all the way to the other side just like it should, because it reads good in the green down here, replace in the red, question mark in the middle. So that's good. So our 9 volts good on here now. Let's turn it to 1.5 volts. Test this one. Oh yeah, I was thinking it was different. Yep, so that goes over onto the other side, so that's telling us that that battery's good. We're doing good so far with this meter. After reworking the board, solder joints and cleaning it up, and okay, so let's go to DC voltage on 2.5 volts and check this battery. Yep, look at that. Same place as the other one. This one right here read the same thing. If I can get that in there, get it in the view a little bit. This is the same setting on that one. See where it ends up there. And then this one here. It's pretty dang close for an analog meter. So we're doing good there. Now let's go the 9-volt battery in the 50-volt range. See what we get. Yep, looks like it goes right about the 10 volt area there on our 50-volt range. So that looks pretty good. I don't think I'm missing anything. You know, I'm not going to go through and check every one of the settings, but everything should work if all the resistors read good, the diodes read good. We touched up our solder joints, made those good. So it looks like we got 2 good working meters here now. Nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I don't use these anymore, but I guess in case I ever want to for some reason, I don't know why, I'll have them to use. This time I can guarantee you I'm going to take the batteries out, so that doesn't happen again. Alright, I think I'm going to call that good, and we'll see you in the next one.